Hey everybody, Tony G from Music Legacy International. I'm with the great Mario Staiano.
Oh, wait a minute, don't give me a big head.
And we're just talking about somebody very special, Sam Taylor, who Mario worked with for about 10 years. And yeah, I had this conversation with Leo Nocentelli about back in the day, they wouldn't let the black musicians stay in the hotels or whatever. There was what was called the Green Book.
Yeah, well, as I say, Joey D and the Starlighters was the first integrated touring band in this country, probably in the world at the time.
Amazing, right?
You know, so they, you know, as I say, if they wouldn't accept his band, Joey would just find another hotel. He
Good
would
for
leave.
him.
So he was an exceptional guy.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And now, the times that you were with Sam, what are some of the most memorable things that come to mind?
I first met, I was working with Boom Boom Johnson on this club. I think it was on 112. I can't remember the name of the club. And Sam walked in with his sail hat on, and he sat there and he watched the show. And when the show was over, he came up to me with a bunch of CDs, and he said, "Learn these, son." And I looked at him, and I said, "Wow, yeah, definitely, I'll give it a shot."
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was the beginning of an incredible, at least 10 years, I know we played, recorded. We did about, I would say, I think about 5 or 6 CDs. And then they come out afterwards, too, with compilations, so I don't even remember how many there was.
Right.
But Sam was, you know, he was just an inspiration to me. I mean, everything he's been through. He told me when he was a kid, when they first came up north from where he was living down south, the kids went crazy when they got to Washington, D.C. All the little kids started partying, ran up to because they were able to go up to the front of the train, which was a big thing for him.
Yeah.
And for him to live through what he did and still have such a good attitude towards
people and
life and peace and happiness. I mean, he was just an amazing person.
Yeah, he was.
Can't say much.
My son and I had lunch with him one day, and he took us through a history of music in just a short time, about an hour or so. But the stories and just him putting his personality into it, it's just... To hear that stuff is wonderful.
Yeah, and that's how I wound up meeting Maxine Brown.
Oh, right.
Because Sam and Maxine had worked together years ago. In fact, I think one of the first songs Sam wrote for her, it became a hit. The name of the tune escapes me right now, but Sam wrote the tune for her. And he went to the Brill Building to pick up his check for the first one, and he was doing real well. He was buying things for his family and stuff, and ordered furniture. And he went to the Brill Building, and they weren't there anymore. They took off, and
with his money.
With his money,
wow.
And he had to bring everything back. You know, I know, but you know, that's what I'm saying. The things he went through. And still had such a great outlook on life. He was a real inspiration. That's all I can say.
Well, I met him through WUSB, listening on the radio, because you know there was a time where you couldn't get that much blues.
No,
and so I used to listen to his show religiously.
Yeah, well, that's how he got me started in radio. That's why I'm still doing it today. He did a show in Arizona where he was living before he moved here, and he wanted to continue doing radio here, but he needed an engineer, so he got me.
He elected you. Very nice.
And I wound up doing the Blues News, I think, or something like that for a couple of years. And then I used to do the show when he went, because he used to go to Arizona at times, you know, a couple of times a year. with just to be with the people that he knew there, and he was just I wound up doing the show when he was away, so it's all his fault. He's the cause of it all, man.
I love your show. You got some great music on there.
Well,
and I love the blues from when I was, and it wasn't always, because when I was a kid, it had to be loud and hard rock, and I was a little had the blinders on. But as I progressed and met other musicians, I became aware of how much great music there is out there. And what used to get me is when I would travel along the East Coast down between New York and Florida for different music things, I would find these great blues stations in the South, and I was hooked from that point on.
I used to pick them up here with a shortwave radio.
Oh, really? Cool.
In fact, Danny Keene did that all the time. He told me that's what he used to do. He used to surf the radio waves at night and pick up these obscure stations from North Carolina and South Carolina and pick up some great music. So I think that's how we all got started, actually.
I've been trying to get Danny on the podcast, too.
Yeah,
these days,
he's another incredible human being, Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I met him when he was 17, I think, and he just blew me away. I mean, he's on another level, man, when it comes to, playing music and interpreting music and writing music, It's just, he has I think he has so much intensity in it because the lack of having sight makes him
less distracted.
I
think that's it.
When he concentrates 100% on it, and just a great human being,
and a good sense of humor.
Oh yes.
So now let's get back to Mario.
Uh-oh.
So I did some research, and the one thing that that keeps popping up is unconventional instruments. Somehow you enhance the drum or something? I don't know. What does that mean? It kept popping up. Look, I'll tell you, here's a couple of them. Unconventional instruments, found objects. Is this true? This is it said it a couple times on here.
Who knows what's going on the internet?
So that's just stuff that you can't believe from the internet?
Yeah. Or, things develop their own lives after a while on the internet. So
yeah. All right. So now in Music Legacy, we have artists from beginner to pro. So what I always like to do with the guests is let's go way, 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 way back to.
I'm getting the bends. Hold on. Don't go back too fast. Will you?
To your earliest memories of where something musical got your attention and kind of drew you into being a musician.
Well, the whole thing about performing, my mom was a singer, and at the time, women were not in show business. They raised families and stuff. So that's what she went into. But she always had performing. She used to sneak away and do little shows when she first came to this country. On Italian networks and stuff. Oh,
cool.
But it came down to, she had to make a decision, so she got married and had a family. And I was the last of 4 boys. So by that time, all my brothers were in their teens and 20s, and she said, well, this is my time to fulfill whatever I wanted to do. So she started bringing me around as a child. And
so you exposed to it early.
Yeah, she got me involved with a children's group called Star Time. We used to have a show on Sundays, mornings actually, and I wound up getting a lot of work through that. I recorded with the Limelighters, and I toured with them. I did Carnegie Hall. I think I must have been all of 8 or 9 years old or something like
Wow.
that. And I got to record with Edie Gourmet on Choral Label, and I even got a chance to do a single, my own, a Christmas tune called Santa Claus, and it was written by Al Hoffman and Dick Manning. If everybody knows, they were a famous songwriting team then.
Cool.
And
Do you remember where you recorded it?
in Manhattan somewhere. I don't know. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
That's what my mom was big on, taking me to auditions and stuff like that.
That's
and,
awesome.
So you know, I wound up getting a couple of parts, which was pretty cool. You know, at that stage, I really didn't know what I was doing that much, but. It turned out from there. In fact, that's how I met Buddy Rich the first time. Not that I met him, but we were doing an audition in Midtown, and we were walking past the Metropole in the afternoon. And this is I shouldn't say this, but this was probably in the late 50s. And at that time, they used to have musical acts at the Metropole during the afternoon. And we're walking by, and there was a big crowd there, and we looked on stage, and it was Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa.
Oh my God.
Playing an afternoon gig there.
Wow.
And I just flipped out. My mom, she was small in stature, but she was a tough little woman. She got me in. And watching Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich on
Was
the
it
stage,
like a battle of the drummers or
well,
something
yeah,
like that?
it wasn't even. They tried to make it a battle, but they were both incredible performers.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, one was an incredible technician, another was a great field player. But you know, it's hard for me to say who was better. You know, people say, "Well, who did you think was better?"
Yeah.
You can't critique that. You know, it's like,
That's
who's
so funny,
better?
because Kerry said something similar to that. There shouldn't be a contest for musicians, he said.
No, man, not when it comes to art. I mean,
'cause it's
who's
your own
to say
personal
what is a
interpretation.
better painting, the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper? I mean, how can you?
How do you choose?
Yeah, they're both equally, you know, as important.
Yeah.
You know, in different ways. But that's one of the things that from there on that ruined me.
Yeah, that sucked you in.
Oh man, I was done. From
Right.
there on, you know, I was down the path of chopping wood for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Now, how about, how did you first get into the blues?
Well, that happened. You know, I came into that actually reversed. I was basically into jazz when I was growing up at a real early age. I mean, those were the musicians that I really respected, you know. When the Beatles came out, I was like, you know, what is this, man, you know? It took me like 20 years to realize, wow, these guys are brilliant, man.
Oh, wow. You didn't like them at first?
Well, it's not that I liked them. I mean, they were poppy, you know, I Want to Hold Your Hand and stuff like that.
Right.
They were popular. But as far as saying anything musically, I didn't think there was much there, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It evolved.
Evolved. By the time I was, you know, on the bus going to Brooklyn for my first physical, you know, someone had a little 45 player, and it was they were playing "Come Together." The Beatles had just come out.
Okay.
And that was where I picked that was the album that that made me say, wow, there is something going on here.
That was great.
That's amazing.
That was a great album.
And, you know, little by little, my tastes started changing. You know, I started, a lot of the blues guys I was able to meet them from playing around. It just became a genre that I just was drawn to.
Yeah.
You know, I like the feel of it. I like the way you can just get rid of, just bare your soul, man.
Yeah,
This is it,
And you could play it different every time, a little bit different feel.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah.
mood you're in, you just come in with that.
I mean, there were so many guys that I played with that Louisiana Red, Sun Seals.
Wow.
I mean, just to be in the same room with these guys
Yeah.
was an education for me.
I bet.
And Sam, of course, and from there. Then one day I get this call. I was with Sam about 10 years, I would say, over 10 years. I get this call, and this British guy is on the phone, and he says, "Hi, this is Kim Simmons," And I'm hitting the phone. I say, "All right, who is this now?" And Jerry Sorrentino, who was he was my bass player since he was 17, was already playing with Savoy
Oh, he was
Brown.
there already. Yeah. I was going to ask you about that.
And he said, "Yeah, look, we're doing this tour, and we're looking for a drummer. We're wondering if you're interested." I said, "I don't know. Let me think about this." Okay. That sounds good for me.
Yeah.
And that was another beginning of 5 years of recording and touring and playing. That was just, I was pretty lucky, I think.
Yeah, it's a combination, luck and skill, because they wouldn't keep you for 5 years if you didn't.
Well,
if you weren't
I already told you part
it
of
right.
that was not only my ability, but it was the fact that I could show up on time.
Yeah, that's always a plus
Sober.
with musicians.
And ready to work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that I think that had a lot to do with it also.
Yeah. And that's important, especially with a pro band. You got to be on time.
Well, it's you have a lot of people.
I went to a live concert down in Florida. It was, and the drummer, we won't mention it, the band or who it was like 45 minutes late.
Oh, come on!
And
you
it
got
turned into a riot. People were climbing fences, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting there talking with my guitarist, and all of a sudden, this wave of people come running towards us. So I tell them, "Turn around! Holy shit! What is this?" And they're coming over the roofs of cars and stuff at us. Like, what is going on? All of a sudden, bang! Tear gas. When we were right with the crowd running.
That's how you get sucked up into it. Next thing you know, you're on the front page. Of
Yeah.
Well, that happens,
It does, yeah.
It's very important. A lot of careers were ruined by just things like that.
Yeah.
The promoters, they didn't want. Concert C's, Phil Bazile, all these guys who were working out of Long Island. They didn't need any extra noise from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They don't want the
I used to
problems.
work in this place in South Jersey, Tony Martz. Now, Tony Martz was an immigrant, an old Italian guy who came here, bought this piece of land in Jersey, in Ocean City, New Jersey. I think it was Ocean City, New Jersey. South Jersey, anyway. And he started a bar business. And there's so many great, that was a place from New York. You could go down there and work all summer, 6 nights a week with a matinee on Sunday, and it was just a great proving ground for musicians. A lot of great bands came out of there. And he used to say, "We have no Frank Sinatras here." He'd throw you right off the stage. If you wasn't doing right, he didn't care who you were. He'd throw you off the stage. We have no special people here, And actually, they made a movie about that, Eddie and the Cruisers.
Oh, that was based on that?
That was Tony Martz, man. Oh, wow. I think they tore the building down right after that.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that was another thing that was really inspiring me to keep on doing it. To be able to play 5-6 nights a week and a matinee on Sunday. By the time you come, I was able to bend beer cans like this. You're so strong,
Yeah, you get a good workout. Even at the birthday party we were at this weekend.
Oh yeah,
You
well,
got a good workout that day.
I still, that's how I still approach drums. I can't do it halfway. It's
Well, that's why you've had good opportunities, because you do it
well,
full forward.
and that's as I say. Kim's book is coming out now. His life story. It's I think the title of it is Street Corner Talking, which was one of my favorite tunes to play with him. I just love it. Those are early Savoy Brown songs. I mean, if you can't get a job, cancer will take care of you. I mean, the lyrics are just incredible, And he, he was definitely an inspiration, man.
Yeah, to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you in the cutting room with James Oliver.
Yes, that was a great gig.
Yeah, it was a nice show.
Arnie Goodman, thank you very much.
Yeah, Arnie's
another
always
man
there.
He's always in this, behind the scenes.
Yeah, cooking something up.
People don't realize how much he's done
Yeah.
for the
And
music.
so much he
business.
knows. He's like an encyclopedia.
Well, because he's been there. He lived the
he
whole
lived it.
thing from the beginning, and he managed a lot of these bands. And he just his photography is almost a sideline compared to what he did for music.
His photography is spectacular too.
Yeah, he does some good work. He turned out to be a great friend.
Good. Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah.
I did an interview with him that was remote. I was at Carnegie Hall, and he was at his home because he had hurt his leg, and but we're going to do another one. We've been talking about doing one out of the studio here.
Well, you're talking about a man that has stories. He has a ton of them.
Yeah, I may have to reserve that whole day for him.
Yeah. Well, he's as I say, he's like an encyclopedia when it comes to early British rock and roll, and
So now I know Kerry has a new album out.
Yes.
How about tell us a little bit? How did you guys meet and start playing together?
I met Kerry when I was playing with Sam Taylor. Sam was one of those guys who loved new talent. He wanted to see new people. And I forgot which CD we were doing. One of the first ones, Keep the Blues Alive, I think it was, where he had heard Kerry playing around. He heard him play slide and stuff. And he goes to me, Mario, see if you can get this guy. We're going to put him on a couple of cuts, So we got him, and that's how I met Kerry through Sam, and.
And how long have you been with Kerry? A long time.
Oh well, yeah. When I got off the road with Savoy Brown, which was one thing that I could never give enough respect for Sam. I mean, when I got the call, I was telling you about the call that I got. I thought it was a joke call. It was from Kim Simmons. When I got that call, I went to Sam and I said, Sam, this is what's happening. And I had already been playing with him over 10 years. I said, Sam, this is what happened. And he looked at me and he said, go and make the money while you can, son. I mean, he just gave me a blessing. It was such a great feeling,
Yeah.
And from there, I wound up doing some years with another great guitar. I was very lucky to run into some great guitar slingers over the years, like Kerry and like Kim, and like Scott Holtz, who's fronting Foghat now.
Yeah.
I met him, I guess, about 10 years ago.
I interviewed him too. His interview is in Music Legacy.
Yeah,
as well.
and I think it was in Anguilla. We did a first couple of shows down in Anguilla, and he was just such an energetic guy,
What a great guy! Really,
I can see why. I mean,
earth.
he's pulling off the Foghat thing incredibly, and he just the whole band is. I mean, Brian, he's got a bit of a track record, and Rodney.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys have all been around. Roger Earl is another big influence on me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely an inspiration.
He is, yeah. He's so dedicated.
Oh, I mean, at his stage of the game, he is still rocking. That band is touring, and a lot probably has to do with Linda because she's a doll.
She's wonderful.
And I'm sure she
yeah.
keeps himself in line. That's for sure. And it's just amazing how everybody seemed to come out of one, little thing.
Savoy Brown, you mean?
Well, just the Savoy Brown, Sam Taylor, Maxine Brown, we all seem to have become in contact because of each other.
Right.
And
that's what happens is you make these connections and things happen. Songs are written, gigs are played,
Well, as they say, happens, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes it's shittier than others.
You can bleep that out if you'd like. Shoot, man. You're in the driver's seat.
All right. Are you still on Bandcamp?
On who?
Bandcamp?
Was I ever? I don't think
I don't know, because that's
No.
what I had somebody do some research for me in addition too, and they told me something about Bandcamp. No,
I might have. There's so many things happen over the course. I mean, we're talking about years and years now.
Oh, we got to talk about the most important thing.
Uh-oh.
Your middle name is Anthony.
No, my middle name is Richard.
Get out of here. Who did this research?
That's another story. When I was born, like I say, I was born like 8 years after my closest brother. So I think I caught my my parents by surprise.
Yeah, I guess.
My father was feeling his Cheerios, and it's just what we were just talking about. We were just
Your middle name.
my middle name. How that came about was they gave me my first and last name, and they didn't know what to do for a middle name. So there was a Puerto Rican nurse at the time in the hospital in the South Bronx, and she said, "Well, why don't you name him Ricardo?" So that's actually what it was. It wasn't Richard. It was Ricardo.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got my middle name. I don't know where he got Anthony from.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, that's just because.
I guess he's the one that plays the unconventional instruments.
Evidently, that's what it probably is. I think I do remember a Mario Staiano. There is a couple of us around.
Yeah.
And that did play. Plants and ladders.
So that wasn't you. Okay, let's clear that up.
Yeah. Yes, that wasn't me, and the arrest record wasn't me. I had nothing to do with those things.
Oh, but that had a picture on it.
Yeah, well, they can do anything with AI nowadays. My father always told me that. Believe none of what you read and half of what you see with your own eyes.
And that's more true today than ever.
Well, now it's anything you see with your own eyes you can't believe either, because they could use your likeness and just put you in any situation they want.
Are you really Mario?
No. Nope, not at all. I'm really not sure about that.
Well, I appreciate you being on the podcast, and I hope that we could do something like this again real soon.
Well, yeah.
Now, is there anything that you want your fans to know about you, or some projects that you're working on, or?
Well, there's always things are always coming up. I'm going to be doing something in a couple of weeks with Mark Mancini and his lady.
Oh, cool.
And thank God the phone still rings every once in a while. If you have my number and you need some music, give me a call.
You need a drummer? Mario's available.
I made a decision. This is what I'm going to do, and it's too late to back out now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's been working.
So far,
Yeah.
I feel blessed. So.
Yeah, good.
I want to thank you very much.
And I hope the blessing
It's
continues.
good to see. It was nice that we finally, we met over the
finally got
years,
together.
but
Yeah,
now
Yeah, now we were able to get you in
I
the
could
studio.
put the name with the face now.
I know we've both been crazy busy. Now, how about this? How about, can we sign you up for Music Legacy on the podcast?
I think so. Sure,
Okay,
why
good.
not?
All we got to do is just your name and your email, and anybody who's listening could do the same thing. I'll show you what we do here. Our homepage up on we go to the home page, we select Community Access, I go to my profile, and now we're going to invite you to Music Legacy with an email invite.
I'm glad you're doing this because
I know.
my
I figured
finger
you
gets
would be.
paralyzed when I have to do these things.
All right, I put your name in for you. I just need you to put your email in there.
Oh, boy.
Or would you rather me just copy and paste it? That'd be easier.
Well, I could probably do it, maybe. Like I say, my fingers, even though they're small, they're too big for this. I wind up hitting 2 letters at once. I don't know how these kids do it, man.
I know, so fast, too,
I just
right?
screwed this up. Yeah, maybe you ought to do
We're
it.
the old guys.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to your contact.
Yes, that's the guy.
All right, so what's going to happen is you're going to get a verification email just that says that you do want to accept the invitation. Then once you do that, you're a Music Legacy member, free of charge, is no cost. Take a look around.
Next case.
If you have some videos and stuff you want to post in there, do you have a website that people could go to
Well, I'm on Facebook. That's about all I can do.
Look up Mario on Facebook.
Staiano, Staiano.
Okay. And he's a great drummer. If you need a drummer, he's the guy to call.
Well,
You're available for doing recordings?
thank you. Yes, I'm available.
Good, good. See, now what we're doing with Music Legacy, I hope that we become the modern version of the Wrecking Crew.
Oh.
Because we have all different types of musicians, sound engineers, photographers, videographers, people in all different aspects of music, art, and entertainment. So what I'm hoping happens is that our members can say, we got a project, we need a drummer. The platform is fully searchable. So if you have your profile in there and you write that you play the drums, somebody looking for a drummer, you're going to come up in the search.
Well, that's good. That's like the old Union book they used to have.
Kind of.
802 had one.
Yeah.
I was listed in that, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Good,
yeah. I think I had to join the Union. I got snagged joining the Union at the 64 World's Fair.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I was there.
I was playing at the. I don't know how
I was too
there.
young to play, but
I was too young too. What would I do? I was playing at the red carpet on Bourbon Street.
really? Wow.
I mean, we had. Oh man!
I could have walked right past you. Who knows?
Well, that was a funny time too.
Yeah, that was before I started playing.
Oh, the red carpet on Bourbon Street.
Every choice you make makes who you are. Well, thank you so much for being
Again.
here, and we'll have to do it again soon. And maybe we'll get you involved in one of the events that we have here.
Be well. I'm always available.
Okay, sounds good.
On a flight once to Europe, this Hasidic Jew sat next to me, and we had a great conversation. And he told me, "Keep on moving, son, because it's hard to hit a moving target." So I remember
That's a
that.
memorable
Just
one.
keep on moving. That's all.
Yeah.
Music Legacy International.